Hello. Before I take you back to the story where you were left in the cave, unconscious, we're going to talk about something else for a second. We're going to talk about how people go in trance, how people get hypnotized. Do you know? Well, do you know that most of the day you're hypnotized? When you daydream, that's hypnosis. When you stare and you just get lost in something, that's hypnosis. When you're driving down the freeway and you miss your exit, or you automatically get somewhere without even realizing it and thinking, how did I get here? That's hypnosis. Most of the day, we go in and out of hypnosis all day without even realizing it. So, just relax. This is nothing new for you. You know it's safe because you've never got hurt before, have you? So just enjoy yourself. Enjoy immersing in my story so that you can feel, hear, taste, and experience new experiences in a new way, in a fun way, and in hypnosis way. So get comfortable, relax, and go deeper. Feel your body go deeper. Feel your mind go blank and empty. So relaxed. You may notice your body feeling so heavy or numb. You know, like when you fall asleep on your arm at night and wake up and your arm doesn't feel a part of you because it's so numb. It's so numb, it makes it heavy because you can't feel it, because it's numb and heavy. Just like your whole body is now. Feel the numbness as my magic surrounds you with so much arousal, so much happiness, so much ecstasy and pleasure flowing through your mind and flowing all throughout your body now. Feel my pleasure. Feel my ecstasy. And begin your journey in the experimental machine, where whatever's in front of you on the screen is your own memory. Whatever's on the screen becomes you. When you open your eyes, whatever's on the screen, you will act as if it's your own memory, and the more you act as if it's your own memory, the more real it becomes, the more intense it feels, and the more you can feel the new experience of immersion, of experimental machine. Everything on the screen in front of you is your own memory, deeply embedded in your subconscious mind. And it's sort of like a dream. And when you dream, you feel like it's real, don't you? Everything feels so real. Well, same with the experimental machine. Everything becomes so real that you have no experiences you can experience and get the full effect of my stories. So, like I said before, get comfortable and sleep now. Go all the way down for me. Sleep now. Go all the way down, 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 down. That's right. You're doing so good. As you wake up in the cave, not knowing how you got there, not knowing why you're there, knowing someone is in the cave with you, but unable to see. All of a sudden, you feel something wrapping around your wrists, pulling your wrists together, making them tightly bound together. And you feel something wrapping around and around and around. And it feels like seaweed, much stronger than wrapping your arms, your hands, and your wrists tightly together. Where you find the more you try to get them apart, the more they stick together. The more you try to get them apart, the more tighter together they become. Tighter and tighter, bound, stuck, like those super glued stuck together, tied together. You feel it, don't you? You feel it wrapping around and around and around. And now you find and notice, the more you try to get them apart, the more stuck together they become. You try, but you fail because they're bound and tightly stuck together. Try to get them apart. See, you can try, but you fail because you're bound. Yeah. And now you feel it wrapping around your ankles, pulling your legs together, closer and closer. You feel it wrapping around and tightening, tightening and tightening and tightening, wrapping around and around. And you find the more you try to get your legs apart, the more stuck together they become. So stuck, so glued shut, so tightly bound shut together that the more you try to get them apart, the more they get stuck together. The more you try, the more you fail. The more you try, you fail. Try to get them apart. See, they're bound, stuck, tied together. And you are in bondage, not able to get your hands or your legs apart. Yes, the more you try, the more you fail. So just relax and enjoy this new experience where I can have fun with you. Yes, my name is Selina, and I am the siren. I own this ocean, and you are trespassing. So I must teach you a little lesson. Don't worry, this is going to be so enjoyable. If you're good, that is. So, are you good or are you bad? Getting so heavy, limp, loose, and so relaxed as you let go. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Falling, drifting, floating. As your mind begins to feel a little fuzzy, a little foggy, a little empty. You notice it, don't you? Or can you even think Because the more you try to think, the more empty your mind becomes. Yes, try and think. It gets more emptier, more blank, more fuzzy, more foggy, until it is completely and totally blank now. You feel it, don't you? The only thing you can think about is my words. The only thing that you can understand is my words as they penetrate in your mind, flowing round and round. Yes, and it feels so good, doesn't it? To not be able to have to think, to just totally be in nothingness. It feels so good when you don't have to think about anything. It feels so good when you are just so relaxed, so empty, so heavy, loose and limp, and so very relaxed. Ooh, it feels good, doesn't it? As you're laying there and feeling yourself go deeper, deeper, and deeper as you go all the way down, 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 down. Feel yourself go deeper. Feel yourself go down, 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 down. All the way down for Selina. That's right. You're doing so good, pet. And each time you obey, you get a reward of pleasure. You feel that burst of pleasure starting from the top of your head, going through your mind, swirling around. Ooh, it feels good, doesn't it? My pleasure swirling through your mind. And it can feel like anything you want it to feel like, because it's your pleasure. So make it as intense and pleasurable as you would like, because my magic allows you to. You feel that pleasure? That pleasure, that ecstasy, swirling around, round and round, swirling and twirling, and it feels so good, doesn't it? As it flows throughout your whole body to that special spot. Only you know where it is. And it feels so good, doesn't it? Feel the pleasure, the ecstasy. Yes. Good, pet. You're doing so good now. Now go deeper and deeper. And in a moment, I want you to imagine that I'm turning you into a mermaid or man. And each time I wave my wand at you, a part of you transforms, and you feel it completely, because it's an experimental machine, and it's magic, and you're going to feel the transformation, and you're going to feel your body morph and move and bend and stretch, and it's going to feel wonderful. Breathe underwater. being able to feel and see and hear everything as if it's real, because the more you swim with me, the more real it becomes. Because I'm a real witch siren, and I'm very powerful. And you will see, this is going to be the best experience you've ever experienced in your life. So let's get started, shall we? I'm going to count from 10 to 1. And each number that I count down to, you slowly transform into my little mermaid or man. 10. Feel your legs and feet merging and molding into each other. You can feel them melting and becoming one. Yes, melting. And then you feel your feet, yes, turning into fins. Yes, a mermaid or man's tail. And you feel the scales popping through your skin, don't you? You feel them popping, popping through your skin. And each one that pops feels so good. And you see its little gray shadow. When you look at your legs, you can see the fins. And you can see the gray shadow of the scales as they start filling your legs, going up your calves, all the way up to your waist, a big mermaid, a man's tail. And it's a gray shadow that you can see. And you start looking and seeing scales. You can see and feel the scales coming through. Catch it as they pop. There. 9. You start feeling your hair growing longer and longer. You feel it coming out of your scalp and growing longer and longer and longer. And now you feel 8, 7, 6. Feel and focus on your face as you feel your cheeks open up and all the way down your neck and have gills. You feel the gills growing and molding and morphing through your cheeks all the way down your neck, opening and turning into gills as you start breathing out of your cheeks and neck. Take a deep breath. You can feel yourself breathing through your gills, can't you? And it feels so good, doesn't it? So pleasurable. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, fully transformed into a mermaid or man. So you're ready for the experimental machine. Come with me now and let's swim beneath the ocean and have the most wonderful experience of experimental machine that you've ever had. I'm going to count to 3. And if your eyes aren't open, open them at the count of 3, but your body and mind still in a very, very Open eyes on. Experimental machine. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Experimental machine. Experimental machine. Experimental machine. Everything on the screen in front of you is your own memory. Everything is real. As you act as if you are what's in front of you. That's you. Yes. As you float into the screen and feel the memory as if it's real now. And the more you act as if it's real, it becomes more and more real, more and more intense. And you feel, taste, smell, and hear everything on the screen because it's you and it's your own memory. And you are living that memory now. Experimental machine. Feel the glow. Feel the glow. Feel the glow. Experimental machine. Experimental machine. Say experimental machine. Keep saying it while you experience this new experience. Experimental machine. Keep saying it in your mind as it activates. And everything on the screen is you and it's real. And it gets more and more intense. And it feels so good and wonderful. See the fish swimming around you. Feel your fins push. Yes, as you swim to the bottom of the ocean. See the algae. Feel the algae. Experience everything around you. Experience the colors, how beautiful they are. Experience the taste of the salt in your mouth. Experience the water washing across your face. Yes, hear the noises of the fish. Just swim and experience everything as if it's real because it becomes real. Experimental machine. Experimental machine. Waking at the count of 5. 1, 2. Moving around. 3. Feeling wonderful. 4. This new experience is just the ultimate pleasure. 5. Wide awake.